όλβους, έφρονας, αγνούς, ή και θεών μακάρων, θνητών στήριγμα κρατεών, αηδίοι, πολύμορφε, ποθηνοτάτη, χλωόμορφε, μηδιώσα, μάκερα, τα διερά δέξω προθύμος, όλβων επιπνίουσα και υπιόχειρον υγείαν.
Αθεστίας αρχόμεθα κατά των νόμων. This is the opening line in ancient Greek rituals, ceremonies, in all kinds of celebrations, by invoking the goddess Estia, what you might all be aware of as Vesta. Why was that the case? Because as per ancient Greeks, we always start by focusing with what is considered to be the central point, the focus point of all existence. As per ancient Greeks, Estia, focus, was considered to be the focal, the central point of the whole universe. But since everything is united, everything is a focal point of the universe, there is a center in each and every living being. So in all the rituals, in all the ceremonies, all attendants, all the audience was called upon to focus within their own sacred center and start from there. In ancient Greek mysteries and mythology, Estia was the daughter of Saturn, which is the governing god of structure and actually of the structure of time. And as we all know, in the lower, let's say, manifestation, in the world of duality, time is an element of entrapment. The human beings feel trapped by time. But in ancient Greek mythology, Saturn himself gives us the key to bend and transcend time through his daughter, Estia. So what did ancient Greek mythology try to tell us? If you want to supersede and transcend the illusion of time, just focus. When we focus on something with all of our being, we are experiencing timelessness. So having said that, I want to welcome you. It's an honor and a blessing to be hosting today, all of you, in this event hosted by our musical band, PanArmonia. PanArmonia, the name itself, means harmony in everything, but also harmony is everything. So the mission of PanArmonia, which was born 13 years ago and was actually working for all these years under the radar, very secretly, I could say, is to educate, psychagogisi, which means to educate the soul towards the realization of the importance of harmony on a body, mind, and soul level, on a holistic level. PanArmonia was born 13 years ago, and all of its members for all these years have been focusing on establishing, to the extent feasible, harmony in their thoughts, in their emotions, in their actions, and harmony in their relationships in between them as a musical team, harmony with their instruments, harmony with the choice of lyrics, with the choice of sounds, harmony in the actual field that was created and is going to be offered to the audience, harmony on the frequency that we are tuning our musical instruments in, harmony in all manifestations. Today, we are going to be introducing to you also some of the most ancient musical instruments, which are the gongs. There is our amazing thundering cymbals, our amazing gong team. And we are very, very blessed to be having one of the biggest gong fleets in the world, certainly the biggest gong fleet in Europe. And not only we are having a variety of gongs, but most of our fleet comprises of planetary gongs. So if you remember by Pythagoras and Orpheus in ancient Greece used to think, rightly so, that music is the sacred geometry of the universe. Music is actually, we could say, the actual quality and essence of the universe upon its birth. Music is this kind of very subtle, laced, let's say, interlaced field of vibrations, of frequencies that are entering into this sacred dance, into this sacred interconnected, let's say, connection, and creates what we call our reality. By observing all the celestial bodies, their movement, Pythagoras believed that every celestial body emanates a specific frequency, which he called the music of the spheres. Our gongs and our fleet comprises of all the celestial bodies, and actually each one of our gong is attuned to the specific healing frequencies of each of the respective planets. So we will start tonight with an introductory sound healing session with the gongs, aiming to introduce to you all of these benefits that since ancient times were very well known to humanity. There are written scripts and testimonies that gongs were used in ancient Greece, in Delphi, in Eleusinian mysteries, in Mykene, not only to help induce altered states of consciousness to the initiates of the mystics, but also to induce a state of fearlessness to all the initiates. Also, gongs were accompanying also military expeditions. As we have been able to locate, even Alexander the Great was having a fleet of gongs that was accompanying him in his expedition to Persia. We are very, very honored to introduce our fleet of gongs. I'm going to present exactly the sequence of gongs. So we start with Mars, Chiron, Neptune, Moon, Gaia, Sun, Zeus, Athena, Hermes, Uranus, Pluto, and Saturn. We hope that you enjoy this sound bath. As it has been proven, even one sound bath with gongs corresponds to the healing frequency of 1,000 meditations. This is how deep relaxation, deep alignment between the conscious and subconscious mind is the actual effect of the exposure to these healing sounds. So we hope that you all enjoy the therapeutic benefits, and we'll be back soon. We hope that you have all enjoyed the therapeutic influence and effect of our gong bath. I just want to make reference a little bit to the small time, let's say, window that we have for the existence of light. So I'm going to be expediting a little bit our presentation, but we are more than open to have a nice session afterwards where we can explore more of our harmonious, let's say, sounds and frequencies and discuss everything. Yes, during the dinner, as Aviarinos is telling me, yes. However, no presentation would be complete unless we make a reference to the very healing frequency of 432 Hz, in which we are tuning all of our musical instruments, not only our gong fleet. And I know that this crowd can really listen to what we have to say by saying that the 440 Hz, that is like the common and very, let's say, globally adapted frequency for tuning instruments globally, is a kind of form of mind control and a form of global hypnosis. 440 Hz, when we are exposed to that, and actually this is all the mainstream songs, all the mainstream industry, what it does to us is that it creates a sense of separation on a cellular level. It separates us and it instills in us a sense of fear, a sense of anxiety, a sense of lost cause, a sense of confusion. The healing frequency of 432 is not a frequency that we just came up with. It is the actual frequency of the universe. It is the actual frequency of our planet. It is the actual frequency in which our DNA exists. It is the actual frequency that you will find your two hemispheres working in full alignment together, producing. It is the frequency that you listen when natural sounds are around you, like birds chirping or any natural sound. And as Einstein said, that we love also, if you really want to understand the cosmos or the universe, come in close contact with nature. So I just wanted to really invite, and this is part of PanArmonia's mission, everyone to become more and more aware. I would like to invite everyone to conduct your own research about what kind of sounds you are exposing yourselves to, what kind of sounds you are consuming, and how sound is such a powerful tool for shifting and altering even our reality. I'm sure, as Nassim and all these days you have been discussing about this magnificent quantum field of information, of energy, we all know that there is kind of infinite quantum field, infinite potentiality, where everything, consciousness, ourselves, everything actually is oscillating, pulsating, vibrating constantly. And the sound waves are really a powerful tool to shift and shape the outcomes, to shift and shape our reality. So the sound is of primary focus and it's not something to be taken on lightly. We can discuss more about that, but before we move on to the next step of our program, I would like to speak briefly about the Orphic hymns, which is, I would say, the primary focus of PanArmonia. A big part of our work focuses on Orphic hymns. Orpheus was considered to be maybe the first mystic of history, or at least one of the first. And he was a musician. He was very aware of the power of music and of sound. And he created the Orphic hymns, which are actual, I would say, galactic codes. These codes were downloaded to Orpheus, and even by exposing a person to them in written form or in oral form, or even more in a melody, let's say, in a form where there is also the involvement of music, there are new synapses in their brains that are being affected, and there is a sense of remembrance. So Orphic hymns appear to be an invocation to external forces, to external gods and goddesses of mythology, but in reality, its purpose is to invoke those energy, those forces that already exist within each and every one of us. And it's only when you know the name of a god that you can invoke him. So by being exposed to these Orphic hymns, you are becoming aware of forces and powers that you might not be even aware that you are having within yourselves. So it is a path to remembrance. On top of that, Joanna, our amazing pianist and the leader of PanArmonia, of our music team, studied the different correlation between the 7 cosmos, the 7 worlds, the 7 levels of our existence with the musical notes. The number 7 is repeated on many elements, like the 7 chakras, the 7 levels, the 7 musical notes, the 7 vowels, the 7 colors. So it's a repetitive kind of pattern. And she came into this kind of awareness that there are correlations between what each note can be connected to in terms of the 7 levels of the human states of being, and how we can then invoke therapeutic effects, how we can invoke awakening effects, how we can shift and shape, let's say, the path of each being to its transformation, to its healing, to its liberation ultimately. So we are very honored to listen to 2 of those instrumental compositions, the first of which is called Cosmogony Theogony. And I want to draw your attention so that you are very conscious what you're going to be listening to and what kind of alignment you can ask to take place within your own selves. So the first composition, Cosmogony Theogony, is inciting a direct connection with a higher self, with the divine world, if you want it. So it enhances vision, it enhances clarity, and also it helps heal our heart and our respiratory system. The second composition is called Lava, like all this lava that comes out from a volcano. And it is targeting any places within the human being that suffers from moisture, from stagnant emotions, from very heavy kind of not really wanting to leave us, let's say, kind of old conditions, old programming, and also is a way when we want to fight very stubborn powers and authorities, externally, but primarily internally. Enjoy. We will continue our journey with the hymn, a recitation of the hymn to Hermes, or Mercury, which is very, very important, I believe, for all initiates. We love him so much. As per ancient Greek mythology, Hermes was the messenger of the gods, was the messenger of Zeus. He was connecting the divine, let's say, word with the messages to humanity, and he was sharing and guiding with humanity what was their step, let's say, and their path towards liberation. Hermes was also the god of spoken word. He has been the god that also accompanies the souls to their journey from one incarnation to the other. He has been the god of commerce also, so he's guiding us, as per ancient Greek mythology, in choices that brings very much, many profits in our lives. And we summon him every time we are in need of a solution, in need of inspiration. He has always this kind of higher vision in life. Apart from the recitation to the hymn of Mercury, we are going to be listening also to the instrumental composition, as before, of Caduceus. Caduceus is the symbol of Hermes, of Mercury, and by being exposed to this healing frequency, the effect is the balancing of the two principles within each and every one of us, is a path, let's say, or a push or a facilitation towards enlightenment. It ignites a sense of abundance. It also gives rise to our vital force, and it gives us strength and guidance. Enjoy.
Ερμού. Κληθή μεθ, Ερμία, Διός άγγελε, με άδοσιε, παγκρατές ήτορέχον, εν αγώνιε, κύραν εθνητών, έφρον, ποικιλόβουλε, διάκτορος, αργυφώντα, πτηνοπέδιλε, φίλανδρε, λόγου θνητήσι προφήτα, γυμνάσινος χέρις δολίες τα πάτες, οφιούχε, ερμηνεύ πάντων, κερδέμπορε, λυσιμέριμνε. Ως χείρε συνέχεις ειρήνης όπλων αμεμφές, γλώσσης τεδινών όπλων το σεβάσμιον ανθρώπιση. Κορικιώτα, μάκαρ, εριούνιε, ποικιλόμηθε, εργασίες σε παρογέ, φίλε θνητής εν ανάγκες. Κληθή μου ευχομένου, βιό του τέλος εσθλών πάζων, εργασίεση, λόγου χάρισιν και μνημοσύνησιν.
next recitation pertains to the god of healing, Asclepios. As per ancient Greek mythology, the actual essence, the actual teaching of Asclepios was that the true healing only pertains to the healing of the soul. The body, the physical body, can only be healed when our hearts and all of our bodies resonate in harmony, in balance, in freedom. I want to invite you once again to not approach these ancient Greek words that you are listening, and obviously you're not mentally understanding. Do not approach that in an intellectual way. Just open up and just trust that these sounds institute codes, that they are entering into your field and they are resonating and they are healing and they are aligning all of your bodies. Thank you.
Ητήρ πάντων, Ασκληπιέ, δέσποτα πεάν, θέλγων ανθρώπων πολυαλγαία ποίηματα νούσων, υπιόδωρε, κρατεέ, μόλις κατάγων υγείαν και πάβων νούσους χαλεπάς. Θανάτιο τεκύρας, αυξηθαλής, επίκουρε, απαλεξίκα κολβιόμηρε, φίβου Απόλλωνος κρατερών θάλος αγλαότιμων, εχθρέ νόσων, υγείαν έχων σύλλεκτρον αμμεμευθεί, ελθέ, μάκαρ σωτήρ, διοτίς τέλος εσθλώνω πάζων.
for the last part of tonight. We couldn't finish this evening without invoking the Father of all gods, the Father of magnanimity, the Father of this virtue, which is only by attuning to which life is worth living, Zeus. We find ourselves in the very powerful and therapeutic, also energy field of this sacred temple. I would like to say a couple of things about Zeus. In Greek, Zeus signifies life. So Zeus is considered to be life itself. Zeus signifies the universe itself. Also, he has a second name in Greek, which is Dias. And Dias means the one through which all existence pervades, all existence passes. So it is this force, it is this energy, symbolically, that passes through all of the energy field, all of the quantum field, all of everything that exists. He is consciousness. Actually, in the Orphic hymns, he is the only god that is called Apator, which means the one that has no father. And mentally, intellectually approaching that, this coincides with a contradiction, because technically his father was Saturn, but Orpheus calls him Apator because he wants to signify that consciousness, that life itself, has no beginning and no end. So we are invoking Zeus by playing his hymn, and we are introducing also our choir, and we hope you enjoy.
Archaia
Thank you so much. So we welcome the leader of PanArmonia, Jenny Joanna Shilkuki. Dimitra Sakeleropoulou, our amazing mezzo-soprano. Mino Askinias. Yes. Our favorite Avgelinos. Ermiel in the flute, Ermiel Zaneva. Apostolos Ramos, our Manos Michalitsis, and Yannis Malerganas. They represent PanArmonia for today. And then we have the honor of our amazing team, the Thundering Cymbals, and their maestro, Nikolios Papathanasiou. Amazing choir. Thank you. We hope you are inspired. We hope you feel in some ways enhanced and transformed, and your whole auric field and all of your bodies feel renewed and regenerated. I would say that the notion of success for us is how the people come and what kind of difference they experience after they have left, let's say, our concerts. So we are open to your feedback, not only today, but anytime something comes up, some awareness, some insights, we will be more than happy to know and receive your comments or your experiences. I would like to say that PanArmonia is the only one that has constructed and put melody on 13 of the 88 Orphic hymns that are actually drawing a lot of global attention right now. It was 1.5 years that we organized the first concert of the Orphic hymns in Delphi, where you visited. And we have a lot of material and videos that we will be happy to share with you for inspiration. And we hope to see you again in one of our concerts very soon. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a blessing and an honor.